Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down, and it's Pollard again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he's in for Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding as you...
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 57 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. 21-0 our score after start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Play action now. Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Prescott on play action. Left side to Lamb. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To the air again, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
After review of the play.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Here go 46. Here go 46, 46. Here go going to 54. Why here? 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
2nd and short, that's a run down, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
The man in motion is Brown. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurts
steps away. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Slant pass, it's Ferguson.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll throw again. Prescott. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and goal, Dallas. Here we go, 46, 46. 47.
Prescott down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson
from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, Boston Scott. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play a fantasy game. I enjoy watching you do it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his left. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA
Both of these
Sports
offenses had
halftime
their
report.
share of high
Coach.
points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets them a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough
Automatic
spots
first down.
getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Slant pass, Pollard brings it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here's Scott to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Looks like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Prescott on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. 86 yards for Tony Pollard. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they'll talk.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Escapes the sack. Steps away to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. On this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Go Silver, ready?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Hurts will throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Basically, you're not going to work two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a two-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They love it then. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 67 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Hurts open. Man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is down to 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's on his way. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Go, get out there, get out there. Go to 53.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 47. Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1st and goal.
And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs,
Previous
and
play is
I think
under
they're going to at
review.
least take a look at this.
After review of the play, the ruling
So
on
the
the field
folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in.
Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.